For 3 days, I didn't speak, I didn't instruct, I didn't interfere, I just watched. And in those 3 days, I understood something that changed my entire life. The problem was never the people. The problem was the system. Every morning, the helpers reached the factory at 6 a.m., but they entered the production floor only at 6:30. Not because they were lazy, but because the recipe wasn't ready. So they waited inside the change room, waiting for someone to call them in. No one had ever defined what shift readiness truly meant. The operator searched for the recipe printout, not because he was careless, but because no one printed it the night before. So I told him, print the recipe every evening, keep it safely in a drawer. One key stays with you, and one key stays with me. If you're absent, I take the lead. The boiler started late, not because the boiler man was slow, but because the mixing operator himself operated the boiler. So I told him, switch it on before you enter the mixing room. Before you step into the factory, heat must be ready before the shift begins. Raw materials were fetched last minute, not because the helpers didn't care, but because no one taught them the importance of preparing 3 to 4 batches ahead. We were making the same standard recipe every day for our biggest QSR customer. So I asked them, if you do the same work daily, why don't you prepare the raw materials in advance? Why wait for the operator? Bring the bulk materials from the store the day before. Be ready. I saw gaps everywhere, not mistakes. Gaps. Spaces where the system was broken. Spaces where time was leaking. Spaces where discipline was missing. And on the 3rd day, I took a marker, stood in front of the whiteboard, and wrote 2 words that changed everything. Gap analysis. This was the first gap analysis of my life. Not from a textbook, not from a training program, from the factory floor. And one by one, I wrote the solutions. Number 1, recipe printing. Evening before. Because a day that starts with searching is a day that ends with failure. Number 2, key responsibility, clear ownership. One person, one duty, no confusion, no excuses. Number 3, raw material preparation, 3 to 4 batches ahead. Production should never wait for materials. Materials should wait for production. Number 4, boiler timing, start before entry. Heat must be ready before the shift begins. A factory cannot rise on cold steel. Number 5, helper training, know your ingredients. Skill is not optional. Skill is survival. A trained helper is worth 10 untrained hands. Number 6, shift readiness. 6 a.m. means 6 a.m. Shift activation delay was killing us. Discipline brings speed. Speed brings results. I didn't scold anyone. I didn't blame anyone. I simply showed them the gaps and the way forward. And when I finished writing, I looked at the team, and for the first time, I saw belief in their eyes. Not fear, not pressure, belief. Because when people understand the system, they become part of the solution. And what happened the next day, no one expected.